Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please enjoy watching this video. Here we go. Terence Crawford seems ready to shut the door for good on Errol Spence Jr. on Friday. The former undisputed welterweight champion from Omaha, Nebraska, offered a dour update regarding his contractually mandated rematch with DeSoto, Texas Spence on his social media. "I done heard it all now, at Errol Spence Jr. It's okay though, because all in all I'm glad it's over and done with. I wish you well ma brother," Crawford wrote in a post on X, formerly Twitter. It is not clear what exactly Crawford is referring to, although it may be related to comments Spence made earlier this week, when he posted a video on social media showing that he recently underwent cataract surgery. It is the second time Spence has had serious eye surgery. He had to go under the knife to repair a detached retina ahead of a scheduled fight with Manny Pacquiao in 2021. Yordenis Ugas ended up being Spence's late replacement and would go on to defeat Pacquiao. Spence made it clear in a post that he believes his poor performance against Crawford was in part due to his eye condition. "It's been past due," Spence wrote of his operation. "T was covering my eye. Why, do you think I got hit with so many jabs and hooks?" Still a great performance by bro, Crawford. Crawford's post on Friday follows a slew of other contentious ones, with reposts directed at his critics, Spence, newly installed IBF welterweight champion Jaron Ennis, and 140-pound titleist Teofimo Lopez. Crawford defeated Spence last summer, dominating the southpaw en route to stopping him in 9 rounds to unify all 4 belts in the 147-pound division. It was the second time of Crawford's career that he achieved the undisputed distinction in a weight class, having already done so in the 140-pound division. Crawford has since been stripped of one of his belts by the IBF. Spence activated his contractual right to a rematch, but it has not been made clear what weight class the rematch is supposed to take place at, although Spence has preferred to fight at 154 pounds. The choice of the division ultimately requires Crawford's approval. A rematch had been expected to materialize later this year. Premier Boxing Champions, the outfit that backs both fighters, recently signed a new multi-year deal with Amazon Prime Video. The first PBC on Prime card is expected to take place in March. Crawford's ambiguous farewell. From the message by Crawford, 40-0, 31 KOs, he seems to be giving up, which is a reasonable thing to do because there have been 0 announcements from PBC about the Crawford-Spence rematch or any of the fights that were supposed to happen after PBC's move to Amazon Prime. If Crawford is saying there will be no rematch with Spence, why isn't he mentioning his own career and talking about who he wants to fight next? You can interpret the 36-year-old Terence's message as being a thinly veiled retirement admission because he's not getting the Canelo Alvarez, and he's shown no desire to face Jermall Charlo, Jaron Boots Ennis, or Tim Tszyu. Once you remove those names from potential opponents for Crawford, there's no one left for him to fight to get big paydays. He won't move up to 168 and get bludgeoned by David Benavidez or David Morrell Jr. Fans interpreted the silence from Spence about taking the second fight with Crawford to him not wanting to face him again. Of course, with PBC not saying a thing about their next fights on Amazon, which were expected to take place in the first quarter of 2024, is there a problem behind the scenes that has stalled the move? Has Amazon changed its mind about the deal with PBC? Are there money issues? Silence from Spence. Spence hasn't reacted to Crawford's farewell message to him today, and that's pretty telling. Surely, Spence would have said something to assure the fans that there will be a rematch with Crawford, but he hasn't done that. Spence posted a flurry of messages on social this week, revealing that he'd had eye surgery to repair a cataract that he'd fought with for his fight with Crawford and talking about a lot of other stuff without speaking about the rematch. One could tell from reading the messages from Spence that he's not interested in fighting his rival again, and who can blame him? He thoroughly dominated in a 9th-round knockout loss last July in Las Vegas, taking a lot of awful punishment yet raking in millions. Spence is rich, and rich. He doesn't need Crawford to keep bringing in the big money in fights that are just as good. Let us know what you think about the entire thing in the comments section below. Additionally, stay tuned and subscribe to this YouTube channel for the latest news and updates from around the world. We sign out.